Welcome back to Timberborn, and our new Diarma playthrough. We're getting close to moving this. Well, taking this down, we're getting close to moving the housing. But obviously, we're trying to increase the food situation and get that constant at this particular time. So, once that's been achieved, then we'll be able to, it's sort of move on a bit more. Although we will have this, and I might just capitalise this for food for a little while we build this back up again, because we haven't got a lot and it needs to be done. But anyway, let's get on with it. And we are in a drought, but we've obviously stopped everything at the moment, so that's not going to be too much of a problem. I've got 66 explosives, so that's not too bad. But we should be able to start to get some of this down. I've got 80 extracts, so it's not great, but it'll do for now. It'll start to whittle this down. As long as I've made this... No, I have not. So they can't get to this anyway. So we're going to have to... I think it's probably best to increase this. I'm not too worried about that there. I might be able to... Could I put one of these? Oh, I could certainly have one of them, but I could have that. But the trouble is I can't get it. I can't get it the other way, which is a bit of an issue. I'm sort of gonna have to. Unfortunately, it looks as if I'm going to have... The only option that I can see is I'm going to have to sort of get paths in there, and they'll be able to get to this one, but they can't get to that one. We'll do the same on this side, which will allow me to get to there and obviously there. That will get to there and this, but they won't get to this one, so that's that's another path. I can't once. I suppose if I did this, that way it wouldn't be as costly. And then when I have got this done, I can. Like I said, it's not ideal, but it's the only solution that I can actually think of at this precise moment that would actually work. And obviously that'll have to be put in as and when. And all this, that needs to have the, and that will have to have that. So yeah. It's not ideal, and the plank situation is non-existent. So, again, not great, but there's not a lot I can actually do. So I'm going to speed this up. And we are getting food in. Food is definitely coming in a bit better than it was. Because we've given ourselves a lot more food area. And obviously berries take an enormous amount of time to come in, so we're going through them as well. But obviously I've increased the food situation here, so it should be going in the right direction. It may appear It may actually pay us to... No, that'll be our way through there. To potentially, just for now, demolish that. I think they can demolish that. And start filling in this channel here. The reason why is I wouldn't mind having a water channel right the way up to there. But I'd have to obviously put one of these in. I think I can have. Yes, I can have. But we'll see. That's all in. That's all in. I need all I want all this down because what I want to do is I want to move some of this over to here to be able to start thinking about how I'm gonna do this. I've already done a pre-video, if you like, of an idea to how to blast down. I'm probably going to use it on this first because this will be a prime way to... We can go down to there and see what we can actually achieve and work it out where we can have... Where we could probably have trees and that under this and use this maybe for irrigation or something. It's all a difficult thing to work out because obviously there's space. But there we go. So the food situation is definitely being sorted. I've redeemed that. That's what I was really worried about. That there was very little food. There was very little food left to be able to do anything. I mean, there's obviously not a lot of... There's not a lot of potatoes, and obviously spadocks being there, so it's still being used. And I didn't want to take all this water. We've got 400 water left, and I'm a bit... I do not want to get this too far down because obviously a spaddock is you know, we're using that for food as well. The only disadvantage now is the problems with the logs. I haven't got a lot of logs area, so that's another one. That's why I want to sort of try and get this sorted because this will be a prime place for logs. I've sort of left myself in it really. I mean, I can take some of this down and do a little channel maybe down there that irrigates this. I just need more irrigation. I need more places for food so I can actually solve things. And that's the issue at the moment. I've got not enough... I've not got enough things and stuff. But once I can... thank you, Anderson. Once I can do this... Right, now we're ending that drought. I wish there's a button where you could turn them all on. I have been interested in developing a mod for this, but it's just it's time. And we have got so now we've got the beavers are going again. Let's just turn this down slightly. See how we're doing with everything. We'll start to get other things going. I'm waiting for the water to actually come in. which it should be coming in a few seconds. But I wanted to restart pumping again. I didn't want to wait. As you can see, I absolutely, once I start pumping with all these, we have to get the large one anyway. This isn't just really adequate enough for our means anyway. But I want to get this out of the way because I want to move that, which will allow me to probably use this for a more English. I don't really know, but it would be nice to ask. So I've done that one then. Let's do that one. I'm gonna have to. They're gonna take a long time. I'll clear these for... because I'm going to send this right the way down here, and I'm going to irrigate this channel. I don't really need to fill that in. I'm not really bothered about that. I'll get rid of... or do I just do it there and not there? Yeah, it might be an idea just to send it straight through then. And not getting... although by doing that, I'm going to lose a little bit of agriculture there. I can't really decide how that should be done, to be honest. I'm going to get rid of this. Because this gives me more land for food. I'm obviously going to get rid of that, which is a 2 as well. They are starting to build that. I'll get rid of that as a 1. And it'll drop down. I want all this the same, and I've got some more irrigation. I've also want to move some of these as well, because these are going to be empty, which is obviously going to give me some more food. Now that's the resin, so I'm going to have to find a place for the resin out of the way. Bit of a pain, I know, but still, it is what it is. I'm going to turn off the gears because I don't want to keep reusing the planks. I want the planks. I want the planks to come in. Like I said, these are going to take quite a few days to come back. I'm going to demolish that. I think I'm going to more likely fill this in with irrigation, and that'll give me... Instead of doing this one, although I suppose it's already done, so it doesn't matter. Now, there's no reason why... I'm going to have to do that one as well. There's no reason why that I can't, bury under there. So if I get rid of this, as I'm blowing this up, once I've got this channel done, I'll put that in there. Let them just what gold beaver away. I've only got 9 left now, and I've got obviously not a lot of I mean, log situation is absolute, because that's the only set of logs I've got. But I was really wanting food to sort food out. That's why I'm going to blow down this area and get it somewhere close to this. And that way I've got... oh, I can now do this one. This one's all done. Oh, that made it a lot easier. I'll not add that in there yet. I know it's only a 1. That eventually can be done. I've only got them berries left. This is also getting done as well. I can't remember what I was doing that for. I think that's dirt. Yeah, that's dirt. I'm clearly building this when I should not be. The reason why is I'm taking plaques. I want the other thing to be built, not this. Stop that. Pause that, and oh, you can build that because I'm going to need that anyway. I think everything else is paused. That's a bit of a misplay. I'm trying to get this built. I want to get these built here. This is what I'm trying to get built. But it's eluding me at the moment. The problem is I haven't got enough bad water. I haven't decided what I was going to do this for, whether this was bad water, and then I can take all that down, or something else yet. This is extract. I may have one for extract as well. If I can have one for extract full and one for that full, it'll be a good thing. Like I said, I've already done this pre-video. It may, if I can get all this done in this video, and what I want, and move all this, then I think we're on to start thinking about how we're gonna tackle the food and tackle the first thing to be tackling is the problem we've got not a lot of trees. And I think that situation can be solved relatively easy as long as I'm not going to die. Now, the problem, other thing I've got is I've got like they've got far too many children, and I still need better well-being, which is another issue. I think the pole's not being, that's not being built yet, because again, I've got no apps, I've got no I think that one probably needs to be built first. I sort of backed myself into a bit of a corner, really. I wasn't supposed to do, but is what they say. It is what it is. Can I see? There's no forester. I mean, I was thinking, can I just say, right, stuff it and just use a bit of this for housing? That housing's sort of gonna work, but not. It's not enough, but I need to solve all the little bits. This game is a game of little bits. A little bit here and a little bit there. And once you've solved all the little bits, then you're not doing too bad. I mean, I've got now... I can blast this down. That gets me a bit more food. I think I can put these on here, actually, because they can reach from there. That doesn't need to be, because that is at the right height. That can now go. That's some more food. I obviously can't take that one because there's berries, so I need the berries. Where do I want to dump these things? Just to get them out my way before... I need to do two. I need to do the berries and I need to do the resin out the way. Trying to think what it was called then. I mean, that does do a... Can I get the path in? Oh no, I can't. Oh yes, I can. Because the path will come down here. I then need to... If I do this... This will get me to there. I'll have that for berries, and I'll have that for resin. It's not ideal, and they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to go eventually. Because what we're gonna have to do is this reservoir that we're gonna build is gonna have to be a lot as high as we can make it. So it gives us enough water to be able to store things. I mean, you could even store things in the... I know it sounds... but sort of on top of the reservoir. But if it's too high, I won't be able to. But it depends on how far the water goes up. And how high I want this. The more that this falls downwards, the faster this can actually be. But I don't think I want it through here. I think I want it to come round. And obviously that gives us more arable land here. But obviously I've got to make sure that it's going to be, you know, wet enough. And the problem being here is if we look at the land itself, we've only got... We can't just take that one. We can take this one, and we can take this one. This is only two. So in fact, we need to build this land up, not take it down, because it's too low. But we need to build it up to have a level to be able to get something under it. My little pumps are pumping, but they're not actually doing a lot here. I mean, what we could do, I see, sending on haulers is pointless. I really want this to be done with extract, because obviously the centrifuge is using badwater as well, you see. So that's why we haven't got a... well, it's not doing... I've got most of this built, I think. Now I can delete that. I should probably... what I should have probably done, instead of doing once for some unknown reason, that should be a 3. That should be a 3. And a 3. And a 3. Let's get all this picked up. I think it's because I've forgotten about having a, like, I nearly call it a T3 then. Although that's only 2, that's a waste. Let's go... sorry about this. It needs to be a 2. The reason why it needs to be a 2 is... That'll get picked up from there. Pick up that. Thank you very much. It'll take too much out. That won't take too much out. That won't take too much out. That needs to be a 3 and a 3. What I want to do is take all this wall out. That gives me a huge amount of storage. And what I might do is do something like this. So I'll put another underground, or a space for an underground. I don't have to put an underground. And then we'll, yeah, I'm getting more logs. More logs are coming in. It's still really slow. I mean, I've got tons of, I'm going to go to there. I'm also going to build a ladder down to here. And the reason why is I'm going to tunnel that. I've got 21,000. I can get the tunnel. It doesn't really matter. Under this. I don't want to... Yeah, but I'm going to really want to move it. I don't see the point of doing that, maybe. A tunnel under it, just to get rid of it, is just a waste, isn't it? So, we'll get rid of that idea. We can't take this out yet, or change it to a something else. That could be a 3. And I'll have that as a... I have the 3s as priorities, because they're important to get done. I'm getting more water though, but not really anything where I should be. I need 2 here. Let's build that. And then get another... Let's get another water. And we'll get that done. I can take one away from there, I suppose. I want to make sure I've got more water. 800 is just not enough. Now, I know we're getting some more berries in. That's good. 800, 900, I should say. I was looking at the wrong one. Let me build this, because I'm going to need these to be built. Let me get these things to be focused on. So that needs to... Because I want to get rid of this. I can't get rid of this lot until I get rid of the berries. And the berries are the only thing that are keeping things going. Right, that's good. The resin and this... Have I got any more that are actually working? They're all actually working, strangely enough. So I don't really want to get rid of that, for obvious reasons. I will do a step down. Which is cheaper than knocking that out and doing a ladder. And then we'll build another section of this to get this out of the way. I can get right the way back. So I'll get the back. I'll get this one as well. I don't know how far I'm going to go back, but I'd rather blast all this down. And I think what we'll do is we'll change this orientation. We'll make sure it comes through this way and get rid of this. Once they've built all this for me. Come on, guys. Do your thing. Do your stuff. Like I said, I didn't really want to get rid of the trees, and I do not like this, but ayo. We know what you say. It is what it is. We have to do with the things that we have to do. And then I can take this line out and I can fill this in, because this is quite a lot, you see. If you think that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've only got 3 here. So I can claim 5 back, and I'm only losing 3. That's why I'm going to put it to the here and then feed it all the way down that line. I can't do the runoff to do this one because it will not understand the level and it'll get really confused and it'll just keep filling. I tried that before in a previous play, or I tried that on a previous test map, I should say, and let's say it didn't really go that well. I'll pick this up. So now I'm going backwards now, and I've got to take just to there, and I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to do some more steps down to that. I suppose I don't really need to, actually. I mean, I could do it from here. It doesn't really make much of a difference now. So that's not going to be a... I mean, I will do a... I'll do that, but I'm not going to... I'm going to put these on a low priority. And once I've got that away, then I'll do another 3 and get that out of the way. And I could take all this out if I really wanted to as well, and then maybe go back to that line. I can't go too far, but I don't think I need this either. So anyway, let's not dwell on that. How are we doing with our... How are we doing with our explosives? We've got 23 and we've got a lot of extracts, so why not increase the... Why not get him to just do... We need this down. I need you to do this. Do this, please. It's not too much trouble. I don't think they can reach that. Oh, yes, they can reach it. Oh, yes, they can, because I can get it from here. So that's one I want to get done as well. And then I have to figure out how am I gonna... I need to get this all down. Keep taking that level down. This will go. This will be gone. And then we'll work that out. And then we get there. Like I said, I preempted, but I didn't know how much I was actually behind or in front based on... It's coming. It's definitely getting there. Hold off. This isn't an easy... The problem is with New Diamond and even the original one is it's so tiny that you you struggle to and I haven't got a lot of logs, which is a real problem. Now the problem also is I haven't got a lot of logs, but that means I haven't got a lot of food because obviously it burns through logs. So that's another consideration I'm going to have to be careful of. Is my obviously the berries don't cost, but the spaddock and the snake cost wood, and we haven't got a lot of wood left. I've got quite a few planks. I'm going to turn off the planks to save some logs. They should get them taken out of there, I think. We'll take these... Well, there's nothing actually in here, so that's fine. I'm also going to turn off this as well. This uses logs. Until I can get... how are we doing... Oh. For some reason I hadn't selected out. Oh, that's okay. Now I've selected it. I get rid of that. That'll give me some logs back. It'll only give me a 3, but 3 is 3. 3 is 3, which is better than nothing. I could probably plant some more potatoes in here and maybe in here just to get me going. Well, we are doing this now, so that's good. I just need one more, which is... That's for the berries. And then I can empty the berries. I don't know where else they're going to go, but we'll work that out. Storage. Well, we've got some in there. That's the one I'm emptying. Why are they in there? I'm going to empty there as well. I'll empty that. Right, that's berries is done. That's fine. That's the one we want to keep. So I think that's it, actually. I think a lot of this is logs that I can get rid of. I want to get this out of the way because that makes that 90-something. Now that can go now. This can go. No, it can't go. Oh, well, it can't go. Don't pick that up anymore. I'll get rid of... No, I won't get rid of this yet until I get the second layer of this build. Yeah, because there's quite... You know, there's logs, there's planks. Oh, that's mainly planks. You know, a few berries and that there, but... That's going. That will allow me to get, obviously, this. Now I'm accepting that. I can do that by hoarders. I've only got 80 left. Food is... You know... We will solve this food. This problem will be solved soon. Or it will be better. Calling it solved is I think is a wrong wording. I think. Get rid of this. That's going to lower my well-being slightly, unfortunately, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I think I want it to there. The reason I think I want it to there is I'm going to need a new fluid dump, which would be here. So if we look at the line, I'm going to do that. And that's going to take out this. Now, obviously, I can fill this as well. I can get rid of that. That don't even know where that's. Should be cut. For some reason, it's not cut. I don't think they can reach this. Oh, yes, can. That's human logs. That's good. Everything is coming. Everything is yeah. Mistakes were made. I think I need to come down here and do this as well. This can also be a 3. I think no, I'll be able to take that out as a that will come out as a 1, that will come out as a 1. All this can I get to that is the question. It says it's too fat, but what it doesn't say is they can't reach it. To get to this level, it's only a 1 anyway, so it's only a 1 from there. Even though I suppose it would be better to take it right down to a 2 actually. But I'm not going to get rid of them now, like I said. That could be a 2. Yeah, I've got enough. Got enough. How are we doing? We're doing okay, actually. That looks to be about ready. Right, now I can get rid of this. That's gone. I can get rid of this. Now, they can't reach that from the floor. If I got rid of this, then they could reach it. But if I just leave this here, that's why I was doing them 1 by 1 and not... Right, that's gone. That'll be needing a 1, I think. like so. That's all fine, and we just have to wait now just to so they can put this in. It's coming along. It's a flipping slow process, but it's definitely coming. I've got more food in. That was my concern. My concern now is not a concern, if that makes sense. I don't have as much concern now as I did before. That's probably a better word, isn't it? It would be nice to work a better way than walking down here. But obviously, again, it involves the trees here, I think. That's the problem. I may just have to not get as much irrigation. I'm only going to make a really tiny irrigation extra, I think. I suppose I could put. I mean, I could get this back. That'd be another for food. It's not going to do much, but it's something. You know. My problem isn't that. My problem is logs. But the problem was originally food. It was going to be the end of the play. I could have guaranteed if I hadn't have sorted that out now, that would have been the end of this play. Which is obviously not something I want because I've put a lot of time and effort into this one. Well, I suppose I put a lot of time and effort into them all, to be honest. In fact, actually, this could be detonated because it's not. I can get to it by walking on there. Some of it will be down, and some of it won't be down. That'll be a 2. Drought approaching. I've got 1,000. That's not that bad. How bad? I've got the water going. That's probably why. I've got the extra water, even though we got 1,800, which is going to serve. It's going to serve the purpose of keeping us going, I think. I wish I want that one to go, which it will do. This is a 3. So we'll put 3 there, and we'll put... These are most important to get done. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get all what I want to do in this video. Now, whether I'm going to get the housing moved and we're going to get on with the other part in the next one, I don't know. So... Right, so I've got my channel. I can't put it on the end of there, but I can put the fluid dump there and get that built. Once that's built, then we can start looking into taking this out. I really, really would like something better there, I think. I don't want all this. I want to use all this, but in fact, actually, no, because that means I'm going to have to do an extra channel. I'm trying to think of a better place for this, but I just can't think of it. I think it's just going to have to stay where it needs to be at the moment. Also, that if I take that out, they can't get to the back. Well, actually, no, that's not true. They can walk around. So, if I take this out as well, and get that to be picked up. Now, that's some logs. Obviously, that's going to thing it. So, I'm waiting for this to be built before I even get decommissioned that. Although, I don't know whether that would work, actually. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Can I put them over the top? But no, you see. You can't put them over the top because these need 3 space. And the game is intelligent enough to know I can do this, like this, which will give me a bit more food. I'm trying to increase the food, which is really important. So that can go. How are we doing with that? Now, this has been built. Now, hopefully this now is going to be emptied. So now I can get this out of the way. And you can go as well. I know I'm losing one of them inventor, but I've got 22,000. I'm not really worried about that small amount, if you like. Yeah, they can get to them and they can get to them. This needs to be somewhere else, but I don't really know yet. I'd like to... I've got an idea, and I think I've come up with it into a previous play, so we'll probably go for something like that. I know it feels incredibly slow, but the trouble is you don't have a lot of... You know what I mean? It's just a weird new diameter, and the old one it really has. It's not one of these really difficult maps in that respect. It's a nice map to play, but the problem is you just don't have a lot of room. So you've got to invent things, scratch your head and try and, like these things are in the flipping way, and this is in the way now, and that's in the way, and everything else is in the way. That's the problem. That's the problem that you're trying to actually solve. Once you get it solved, it's not too bad. I mean, they can get to that one, strangely enough, from there. But that doesn't matter. They can get to that one, but they can't get to this one. Which means, I see, I'm going to have to build a ladder. Don't like the idea, but it's the only thing I can think of. Build that as a 3. That'll get built because it can get to there. Right. How are we doing? We're in there. We get this built. Get this built. Get this built. We've got 11. And we've got exactly... I'm just not... I cannot produce... Can't produce enough badwater to be able to get everything done what I want to do. Once I stop using it, it'll build itself back up again. That's not the problem. But obviously I'm using it. Now, I've got quite a lot of extracts here. It's 120. Let's turn this off. And let's stop. If there's some bad water in here, which there is, it'll get taken back out again and put back again, which then will be used for explosives. Right, that can go. That can now go. And we can get rid of this one. The slight problem is I don't think it can reach these two. It can reach this one, but not this one. So what we'll do, that needs to go down to... Might actually just send this right away down to here. So we do that as a 3. But I've not connected the road up properly. Or the path, I should say. That can be taken down as well. I'm going to have to move the forest. I was going to move some of the industry there. But... I might just leave it until, in the future, really. We have no room for some planks. I will set that as planks. That'll then get taken and put into here. 18 of them. So we've got the room. We got now the room for the housing. That is brilliant, but not. You know, made the room for the housing. Can't do much at the moment because I haven't got the other stuff that I need to be able to. Well, I have, but I'm getting more logs. Let's put it that way. How are we doing? Right, this is built. This can go. We'll do this. I'm gonna explode that. They can get round, so I probably could take this up as well. And I'll take that. And well, what I'll do is I'll fill this in, and now that gives me a complete run. Now, I don't know whether that's going to be enough. In fact, actually, that can be exploded, don't I think? I'll get another one in here. Should have done that as a 2, shouldn't I? Instead of what it was. Not to worry. That's a drought. Now I've got. How many days is the drought? I don't want to take the spaddock. I don't want to lose the spaddock. Even well, I suppose I'm losing the spaddock anyway. But yeah, I haven't got any. I'm gonna pause this. It's not fully ready yet anyway, and it's gonna keep the log situation where I need it to be. It's all coming. It's all coming. It's all getting sorted, if you like. Plant crops, potatoes. I can't get any more than that. I could do another 2 here, I suppose. Which I know is a bit weird for now, but it will again. It'll allow me to. It'll allow me to put some things over that. That can get a bit faster. Doesn't mind. Right, I'll and we'll we'll organise this a bit better. I don't know which one actually gets to it. It's probably this actually. Plant crops, potatoes. Like I said, the thing is not great, but I am blasting down all of this to sort of get it level. You could add the pearl, but eventually you might have to go back upwards though. But that now, as you can see, it makes it a bit more green. Not much. And it doesn't get it to there. So because it doesn't get it to there, I might just be able to do that. I think they can get to that. I'll just do it up to the, up to the point. It might not even need that. I don't know. So we'll get them to pick that up. That is now emptied. So we'll get them to pick that up. So all this land now can be, I can reclaim all this land. That will be going down to this level, and then I'll chop this out. Because anyway, I think we want the reservoir to come right the way down here anyway, so it will be coming right the way out. How are we doing? That's the... Yeah, so we're at 54 minutes or so. Just keeping an eye on everything. Because you know what I'm like, I tend to I tend to get too into this, and I mean, you could almost argue that I've just made such a lot of room. I could even do that for logs and leave the housing there. Do you know something? You might actually be right, really. Thinking about it, that might not be the worst idea. Because that's an enormous amount of space. Well, it's not enormous, but it's, well, it's an enormous amount of space for a new diorama anyway. I think. I'm sure you can get some in there. I think it needs to be a 2 though. And if I do that, then I come down with a ladder this way and do this. I'm not actually using any of the land to actually do it, am I? So I can actually get rid of that ladder. And that gives me back another square. Yes! Another square. Another square of land to do anything that I wish with. I have a cunning plan. Now, a tree. This is a bit weird, and I know we're in the final stages of this play. Right, if I do this, right, that's the height. Right, so if what I don't want to do is I've not tried it. I thought about it before, and it would work, but I'm no, you see, that needs to go back. It's really weird because where is the land one? That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. I need to go up 4. Let's just. That's the downside, easy to work out than trying to work out where the hell land is. I know I got rid of some, but I wasn't planning on doing what I was doing until I was doing it. If you get what I mean. Plant trees, where's the blue? Yeah, so I can't go down. I can't go to 3, I don't think. Or can I go to 3? Can I go to 3? I think that's as much as I need. Now, here's the plan. It's a bit weird, but it should work quite well. I'm not trying to put this on the floor. Now, let's go back to me planting me trees. Can I plant my tree on? Nice. I can't plant the tree. This tree is already under there, but it won't allow me to do it. You see the tree? You see it's in there? Even though it's technically, now that's a weird thing. Now that might be a problem then, because I was thinking I wanted 3 gap, and I might need a 4 gap, because because obviously I never really thought about it before. But you can't get another tree. If you don't put the trees down first, you cannot get a tree in there. And I mean that by, what I mean by is this, right? So say I do this. Now plant these. If I don't have these in, if I do this landscaping, now I can do this landscaping now, but if I had this, if I had this is where I'm going to have it now. Let's say I have it here, and I want to plant the trees. Look, it doesn't allow me to go in there. But the weird thing is it does allow me to do that after the fact. It does allow me to do it. As long as I put the trees and then do it, it's fine. If I do it the other way around, it doesn't allow it. You see what I mean? You've got to be a bit careful how you actually do this. I don't know whether in the other way that I'm going to do it, that's going to work. I think it's going to need a 4, not a 3. What I mean is when I excavate, let's say, this out to put the trees under, I need a 4 gap because the trees are not already there. In this, the trees are going to be there because I've just put them there, and then I've done this. But I can't do it the other way around. Yeah. So if I do this, now I can put that as a 3. I can actually put this on like that. Which is absolutely weird as hell. Plant trees. They're actually in the actual thing itself. That should not work at all. That should fail. That should not work at all. Because we're actually in the tree. But I reckon the collision detection doesn't recognize this bit here. It recognizes so far up, but not just this little bit there. So we sort of cheating the collision detection in a bit, if you like. I need to put this here. I also, yeah, we're going to end the video. We could do food, and we do... If I do this, I know this is absolutely bonkers. But, if you think about it logically, I've not taken any space up on this bottom for this. It's all up here. And it's still got to cut down... but I don't need that. So why have I done that anyway? I don't need that, do I? Never mind. Shh, don't tell anybody. Shh. Shh. Can't believe I did that. Oh yes, I do. You stupid. What's an ass? Just ignore me because I can be a bit of a clown sometimes. Oh, never mind. Yes, I do need it, don't I? Oh, come on. There again. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 spaces. And then we do that. That's right in it, yeah. So it needs to be this. It then needs to be that. That's fine. Yeah, so I was wrong. Because that's 3 spaces. 1, 2, and 3. That's not 4. Oh, is that 4? I don't know. I'm getting really confused with myself here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. So it is 3 spaces. It's just Pigz has got completely confused. And, but yeah, what I wanted to do is a forester, didn't I? I need the forester to be able to do the foresting. That makes completely sense. So anyway, sorry about this. So I hope you enjoyed this. Even me getting myself confused. Don't forget, so we are going to be... we're not going to move this. We're going to get some wood going because we need to get some wood going because I'm low. Then we'll start pushing things forward and then we'll get underground because we need the wood to be able to do because it needs planks and it needs extract and explosives to do the tunnels, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't that bad, the pig's last bit there, but it was a thing that I needed to check. Anyway, we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.